Hey guys, so if you've been following along with our Superman build, you know that we've sort of run into some issues with our new motor. All right, so the story is it's only supposed to have 180,000 Ks, and to be honest, I haven't seen any signs that would, prove any different. However, I did pull this bearing cap off before, and if you come over here and have a look, I might even grab a bit of a light. If you have a look on top of the rod journal here, you'll see some blemishes. So those blemishes are not good. You can feel them with your fingernail, you can even feel them with your finger, which is not a good sign. Usually you can run your finger over something and you won't feel anything. Well, the real test is the fingernail. If you can run your fingernail across something and catch it with your fingernail, you know there's a problem. Well, this you can actually feel with your finger, so that's a problem. It's not great. I'm not happy about it, but what do we do? Well, what I'm going to try and do is just sort of clean it up with a little bit of wet and dry. Just give it a bit of a, see how we go. The proper way to do this would be send it to the machine shop, they would put it in a lathe, they would regrind the crank basically, cut it 10 thou under. I tend to speak in thous. Some people will use millimetres because metric now. I'm old school, I use thou, but 10 thou under would be kind of the first step to cleaning it up. But I know our usual machinist, Johnny, is flat stick at the moment. He's got a bunch of stuff for us to do already. He's not going to be able to take this on and do it in the time frame that we need. Sure, I could use some other guys, but again, I figure we can just clean this up. It's not like we're going to build the whole engine properly. If we were going to do that, we'd do it. Send it to someone and just go, yep, tell us when it's ready, and thousands of dollars later, we'd get it back. Well, we don't really want to do that for this one. For this one, it's going to be a Carnage rebuild. So we've got some bearings there. I've been down to the guys at Precision International, got some bearings, got some rings. Yes, I'm going to re-ring it. That's right. We're going to put new rings in it. Do the ring gaps that everyone keeps screaming about. And to make everyone happy on the internet, I'm going to use my long bar today. Everyone got very upset about me using a very short bar the other day. It really cracks me up, the things that you guys find amusing. But anyway, I'll just use the long bar today, make you guys happy. Or happier. I'm not sure you're ever really happy. You should look into that. Alright, there's number 5. So it came out that way. It actually rotates pretty easily by hand, which is surprising. Usually engines, old school engines, you can't just, push the counterweight and rotate them. But yeah, rotates pretty easily, which is a good sign. Crank just keeps getting better and better. Maybe I should send it off to get linished. Oops. Okay, so best laid plans of mice and men and all that. Now the idea was that, yes, I would get some, you know, wet and dry and just, and I've done it before and it's worked and it's been fine. But I found a bearing journal that was even worse than the other one. I mean, look at that nice big score right there. And it really catches the fingernail. It's like, yeah. You even hear it. That is no bueno. It's not good. It's, yeah. I think we're gonna have to send this crank off, get it linished. Just, one of these things. Like I said, we could have sent this engine and probably would have lived forever, but now that I know, got to fix it. All right, we'll pull the main caps out, pull the crank out. Hopefully the main bearings aren't as bad as the rod bearings, but yeah, we'll see. Plus I've already bought the bearings. They might take them back. I haven't opened them yet. So one of the good things about these engines is they are cross-bolted in the main. So you've got only 2 main bolts going down through the cap, but you've got these little cross bolts here in these first 3 caps. The 4th cap doesn't have one. Not sure why they did away with that. Maybe they thought there was enough meat around it anyway. Don't know. But we've also got one of those interesting times in the engine where you know, like I said, a lot of the bottom end stuff is imperial, you know, 5/8, 9/16, 7/16, you know, whatever. These cross bolts, 10 mil, good on you. All right, undo them. They're not very tight, as in not a lot of force used on them. So it looks like getting these main caps out are a bit of a mission. They actually require a specific tool. We don't have that tool, so I made one up. Basically, you're supposed to put a bar across there, whack some like dyno bolt type things in there, right, which then go into the main caps. One there, tighten them up, and then use a puller to knock the main cap out. That is the theory. Will it work? Dunno, but we're going to find out. It feels pretty tight on there. All right, we'll get our slide hammer, screw that in. So our slide hammer kit came with 3 of these things. They're all the same. I figure I could sacrifice one because I really need this tool. So we'll screw that in and go bingo. Okay. Oops. That'll teach me to be a smart ass. Cool. Done. Got to say, sometimes I even surprise myself. Okay, crankshaft. Out we come.